Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega, phi, mu, xi, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega, phi, mu, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega, phi, mu, Omicron, pi, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, psi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega, phi, mu,
How do we sound over the music?
Welcome to the Phi Mu Alpha LCS for the Week 2 matchup versus the Tingly Pinglies and the THOT crew. I am your host, Sean Minbung Shannon. I am joined here by Rafal and the one and only Statmaster Jirachi. How's it going, y'all?
G4.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Doing good. Doing good. Kinda dying because of game day and marching band, but still good. Send you the cast. Let's go.
Did Maryland win?
Maryland crushed Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
We beat an FBS team, so that was cool.
Are you Old Dominion?
We're not Old Dominion. But I heard about Old Dominion. That was hilarious.
That's crazy stuff. Alright, back to real sports now. As we're here to talk about the Phi Mu Alpha LCS tonight. So we got Tingly Pinglies, who I believe, does anyone know the records of these guys right now? I don't have them off the top of my head.
Hold on. The Tinkly Pinglies are 1-1. Thoughtly Crew is 0-2. That is in games.
Alright, so it's going to be a pretty even matchup by the looks of records. But if you want to dive a little bit deeper into it, as we're still waiting for Pick Band to kind of get ready for us here. What are some of the matchups y'all are looking forward to see happen here between these two teams?
I'm personally looking kind of at the jungle mid matchups. However they end up being, there's a pretty good chance the jungle mid matchup ends up being General Dill and Elucida versus Theatrix and Clumsy Chocobo, and that's pretty much like the concentration of power between these two teams, and with two very skilled players on each side butting heads, it's gonna be a good matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting because I think Tingly Pinglies has a lot more potential for lane swaps than the Thought League crew, so I'm curious to see if they're going to be doing any specific picks for specific players. Because as we know, Elucida primarily plays jungle, but has a bit, but in their games against the Bug of Hellions last week, went mid one game and jungle the next. So it'll be interesting to see how they eventually swap the roles around for these games.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the mid lane from Thought League Crew is most likely where I'm looking at. You know, the bot lane can be kind of flexed in many different ways. But I do think that if there's two people to watch in this game, it's going to be Theatrix versus General Dill, Season 3 throwback for all of you, as they were two very dominant junglers at that time. So I think we're into picking bans right now, as You know,
Yes,
we
we
see the Graves band come out from Tingly Pingly as they're hovering it right now, and they lock it in. So, kind of expecting Theatrics to go in there, and as a Swain band immediately right there, focusing on Hillary Clinton's champion pool.
I don't know how I feel about the Graves ban, at least first ban, because I think it tells a lot about where Tingly Pingly is putting their players. If they're banning Graves, they're probably putting Elucida mid. And Thought League Crew can play around with their champion pools now that they know where what the mid and jungle will probably be. Because I feel like if Elucida was going jungle, they would likely wait for the Graves and not ban it and try to first pick it. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about that choice.
I feel like with that being said, though, that with, as you said, they have so much flexibility that it might be a misnomer to say that, oh, well, we're going to ban this, so that means it's probably not going to be Elucida. It is one of his main champions, but it is something else. He can play many other champions, the Talia, the Elise, the Jarvan. So maybe just whatever they're looking to play in terms of champion is not necessarily good into the Graves matchup right there. As we do see the Shen coming out, so General Dill, no matter where he goes, won't be able to play that. And the Kindred and Victor also coming out for bans against the Crew, focusing on that jungle pool and most likely Clumsy Chocobo. So Victor, as the Nocturne finally comes out as well. So some of these semi-global picks from and global picks from Thought League Crew to try to not have so much pressure being exerted by the Pingleys. Any ideas for first pick right here?
I honestly don't know. Misfortune. That makes sense. That makes
very strong AD carry.
Yeah. She's a very strong AD carry. Also takes the pick away from Euromoose. Euromoose, back in season 3 when he was playing ADC, last Misfortune was his main pick that he excelled on. So taking it away and having it as a strong pick for yourself is a great move. And we follow it with the Kayn for Theatrics, one of his main champs. So
looking to carry with that Kayn pick.
Yep, Kayn definitely a Theatrics pick. Can still possibly be someone like a Guy Fieri pick, so just putting it out there, but most likely a signature champion for one Adam Theatrics, as I think a support would be good right here, but they're going to lock in the Jhin and other lethality or Storm Razor user, depending on the comps, that can be a little bit flexible, still very strong with the Halo Blades, and a Euromoose champion, as well as, I believe, Zilworldo has played Jhin before, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. His name back in his first name, which started back in season 1 when he was on 7 Deadly Sins with me, was Jingo Unchained, spelled Jingo. So he's used to play a lot of Jhin, but this is probably still going towards Euromoose.
Yeah. And as I think the strongest blind pick tank in the top lane is selected right now in the Scion for the side of Tingly Pinglies. Not necessarily a Hillary Clinton champion, but something I can easily see Hillary Clinton picking up and just rolling over.
That's a Hillary Clinton champion right there. When he was playing jungle in March Madness, he was a Scion jungle main. I imagine he can flex into the top lane, but we're gonna get Hillary Clinton on the Scion jungle. I'm calling it.
So it's either Scion jungle, or we're getting Sci-Fight.
Or
Malon or Sci-Fight?
Malphite and Misfortune.
Wait a second. No, that's Malphite support for Max.
Ooh, and the Aurelia flex coming out here right now. I'm really liking where this is going right here. No supports have been taken, and you still have to try to.
But Malphite.
Well, no traditional supports have been taken at this point. The only thing that we're sure of is that people have 80 carries.
What are you talking about? There's 4 supports that have been taken. Misfortune, Scion, Malphite, and Aurelia.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, New Counter Turk is not on this team, so only 3 of those
okay,
can
never
be.
mind. Only 3 supports, and they're all taken by Tingly Pinglies.
Do we think that Aurelia will be going mid or top?
I think that's going top to counter the Scion. Her, I believe, passive that allows her to shred through shields, plus just the buttload of damage she has will definitely help her with dueling that Scion. Plus, Scion's not the greatest duelist in the world.
See, you say that, but the only thing that I can think of is that the reason why you pick Aurelia right there is because it can get flexed, and then you pick your air quote support champion right here on the 4th pick, and then you can flex to see where all their lanes are going. And I most likely think Aurelia would mostly benefit from going mid against this team comp right now, unless it's a Malphite mid or an old Scion mid, harking back to Season 6 days. As in the bans, we see 2 mid lane bans right there, the Zoe and the Orianna, focused at possibly Elucida right there.
Yeah, they're definitely going in with the expectation of Elucida being mid right now with those bans.
And
Actually, I really like this Alistar ban because I think THOT at this point kind of needs to pick some like peel disengage, since TP are going for a hard like 5v5 engage comp. They need to pick stuff that can help them kite out team fights, and Alistar would be perfect for that. So a very, very good ban coming from TP.
Oh, and here comes the Tom
perfect
Ken.
pick.
Hey,
Perfect
there's another peel disengage support.
Yeah,
that's tanky.
unfortunately, it doesn't give you the engage that I was kind of hoping for them, but the Tom Kench, which, if we've seen in a PMA LCS, can go support or top. And I was actually fairly good into tank tops because of the passive on the W when you devour them. I think it's the W, if I'm not mistaken. And here comes the Scion!
Oh.
Tingly
So it
tinglies.
is Scion jungle,
What
Malphite
is
probably
this?
support. Probably Malphite
Malphite support on top.
Or
Yeah,
mid.
Scion jungle.
I think it's
Or-
Malphite
Well, we'll
mid.
see with the last pick. This team is so tanky right now.
Yeah, I think the only problem that you run into is that if you run all of these as tanks, if Misfortune dies, good luck. Because it's going to get extremely hard to do any kind of damage. As the Echo.
And Echo, probably in the mid lane.
So that's most likely for Elucida.
That's
So
gonna be
Scion
Elucida.
jungle and maybe Ornn support? It could be
Oh,
Ornn
it
support.
might be Ornn support.
It might
Definitely
be. I
makes
think-
more sense than Malphite to me.
See, I think it's Malphite because in March Madness, when Max was playing top, Malphite was one of his main picks, so that's in his wheelhouse. Same kind of logic with Hillary Clinton and the Scion.
Okay, so, and then the last pick is the Ahri into the mid lane right there. Most likely for Clumsy or possibly, Zoroardo right here, as we're going to find out as pick and bans are finally done. I want to pose you, gents and thems with a question.
Gent and them.
Yeah, gent and them. With a question. If you're a member of THOT League crew and you're standing in the middle of mid lane, how do you dodge a Scion ult after an Ornn ult and a Malphite ult? I mean, one of them's gotta hit, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
but
top
also,
10 can only save so many
Yeah.
people.
This is true. Although I like the Aurelia and the Ahri picks here because they can get on top of that misfortune, and once that misfortune's gone, they don't have a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Ahri and the Kayn also have a little bit of self peel, which is good for them. But this Jin's gonna have a very tough time trying to stay alive, because it'll just be Tom Kench on him trying to like eat him up. And I mean, if there's like 3 different ults that can hit him, there's only so much Tom Kench can do. So
I mean, if Tom Kench eats him as the ults come out, and then he's just safe, pops out, and
Yeah.
just starts running away.
yeah, I guess a lot of it is on TP managing to effectively stack their CC instead of just trying to all go in at once and realizing who their targets are, who they're going for. Because if they miss their abilities, they have very little damage on this team comp right now.
They also have very little heal, well, especially once they miss their ults. Like, Ornn can't very reliably heal. Malphite, once he has his ult, no CC. Scion has pretty good peel, but it's all kind of conditional and can be very easy to miss with Aurelia, Ahri, Kayn
If there's
jumping around.
anything that the Tingly Pinglies can do, it's they can control choke points. Where you got 3 massive bodies like that, a misfortune that you never want to be in a choke point for, an Echo who may be able to flank or at least get a parallel convergence off of one of these knock-up CCs from the 3 tanky boys. Our resident assistant coach, Jaundice the 3 of the UTD, says that he's ready to see some clean Aurelia plays as long as they dodge Malphite ults. They are good in my book. So his book says that they'll be good. Not so sure how everyone else feels about that. I can tell you 2 things that I'm going to predict right now. We will see an unsealed spellbook, whoever support is on TP, because I think that's probably the best way to go, instead of like a comet or something. And that if THOT wants to succeed, they need to have red cane. If there's any way that he possibly gets blue cane, you need to wait that timer out.
I mean, the only way he gets blue cane is if he kills Misfortune over and over and over and over, so I think he'll be okay.
Well, the way Kane's thing works, like you can attack Malphite, Scion, and Ornn, and then if you kill Echo Misfortune right there at the end, you get blue cane.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, oh boy. Just keep on ganking
Wait,
top.
Does Echo counts towards red cane, though? Does he?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I just think of squishies.
There's only one ranged champion on TP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if you kill Misfortune at the very end of your ticker, I sit corrected, so.
But still, yeah.
So the way I'm seeing this game, at least for the first few minutes, a lot of this is on THOT to build them an early advantage, because the Tingly Pinglies, like, their team can do so little before 6, and that's when they just completely explode with team fight pressure. So it'll be on the THOTs to, get a lot of successful gang stuff with that cane. Sorry?
Yeah, he's just spewing
Sorry,
his...
it is the THOT League crew. I just saw the name THOT, and I was like,
No, Rafal, you're fine. You're just spewing your thoughts about the game. It's okay.
Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah,
I mean, wait a second.
I told you! What did I tell you? Because I told you!
Oh wait, they're putting Guy Fieri on AD carry!
Hey, Guy...
No, they might... You don't know if they're going to swap around, though, before Champs League's over. We can't assume
Yeah,
that.
they have until the 22nd mark at the very end, but Euromoose
my
obviously
God.
was going to be on the Tom Kench. We just didn't know where he was going to go. Most likely support.
I mean, some Worldo could have played the Tom Kench. Oh,
I-
Echo's playing... Oh my... What is this?
I can tell you with...
I'm done.
No.
So it's support Malphite.
I can tell you... I can tell you with certain that Echo is not going to General Dill.
I was about to say, with Hansu, with Elucida on this team, yeah, no, General Dill is not
I would
playing
love to
Echo.
see Elucida play Ornn or Scion. That would be great.
Absolutely not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Scion Jungle and kind of process of elimination left General Dill top on the Ornn. But, okay. Shaping up a little bit, maybe. Who even knows?
Did someone say another fall brawl match? Starting soon. Well, right now we're starting. Thank you,
I
Jirachi.
posted that before the stream went live.
I know. I was just reading it out loud to all the people here if they wanted to go invite all their friends, family, kids. Be gone, Thought 4. Good job, OP. I'm pretty sure you meant that 4.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of "It's game day, baby."
Yeah. Aruyan with the let's go. Hey, Elliot, did you ever get that Chinese food? Feels bad, man. I sent a picture to Aruyan today of a $7 lunch special that this Chinese place does across the street from my work. And it's rice, soup, a spring roll, and then like your dish. And it's like $7.50. Can you believe that this is the 21st century?
We live in a society.
We live in a society that... Alright, so as they're rotating through this, we'll leave all speculation until the 20-minute mark, and then kind of talk about it during the wonderful 3-minute long break that we have. Okay, hush. I did. Mexican food is better. Fight me. I think Greg accidentally turned into Hansu. You are right, Sins Asian _ North Carolina. Alright, so... Oh man, you know what? I never thought about it because, yeah, that makes sense. Nolan is the Aurelia player over there. Guy Fieri on the Jhin. Theatrics on his Jhin. I think this is probably the best way that they could have gone. General Dill with the Ornn in the top lane.
Scion support and Elucida mid.
I called the Scion support!
Wait, it's a Malphite chart. Why?
It's also Guy Fieri on Jhin.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think...
What?
I think
Why
the
is it a Malphite jungle over? I'm okay.
so
This
here's the
match makes no
only
sense.
problem that I'm having with this comp as of now. Because of where they picked the Jhin, they didn't know this. But Jhin has a hard time going through one tank unless he gets ahead. Good luck with 3 tanky boys. Now, granted though, the Scion support will get fake tankiness from his passive on his W, from the minions dying around him, but he won't have the economy that a tank in the top lane would like Ornn. Same thing with Malphite jungle, not going to be able to clear as fast. Hopefully we can see Kayn, Theatrics come on form right here, pressure, he has some good lanes in the early game with the 2 solo lanes. So it's going to be, I think, off of the back of these solo laners and the jungler, and trying to abuse this awkward bot lane with the power of the Kench as well as the Jhin. Because Jhin Kench is a very strong lane.
The bench has been unbenched.
Indeed.
The bench has been unkenched.
Like I was saying earlier, I think a lot of, in terms of the Thought League crew succeeding, I think a lot of it rides on them being able to put early pressure in. I think of the 3 possible jungle picks, Tingly Pingley's settled with the worst one, which is the Malphite. I think he's definitely going to have the worst time in the jungle against this Kayn. So I think it's really on Theatrics to put a lot of early pressure in and harass this Malphite and give him a tough time, because if they're far ahead before the Tingly Pingleys hit 6, they might not be able to succeed with this huge teamfight comp they have.
Yep, totally agree. And while I'll continue to talk while I do things, I'm going to do things.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you just expand upon that while I do things totally related to the stream that
definitely.
I didn't forget to do?
I don't know about the Echo Ari matchup in the mid lane, but it's going to be an interesting one.
It's going to be a matchup.
Yes.
I know one thing for sure. It's going to be a matchup. I like that.
Yeah, basically.
I'm trying to look at things to talk about. 2 Ignites on the side of the Tingly Pingleys, and then an Exhaust on the side of the Thought League crew. Probably just for the Echo. I don't know who else you'd really be targeting with that Exhaust.
The real question.
Misfortune
who
if
do
you
you
can
guys
get
have winning
her.
this game?
Oh
Sorry,
my
I
gosh.
need to throw that in.
No, you're totally fine. If it gets past 25 minutes, I don't see a way outside of PMA LCS shenanigans that the Tingly Pingleys lose. I think they have the easier comp to execute come mid-game once everyone has their ults.
So just someone has to hit something and they win the fight,
Oh,
and
yeah,
if 2 or 3 of them hit it, it's over.
But you have to layer your CC correctly. You can't Ornhorn, Malphite, Uldan, Scion like one person, okay? Because then you're just cooldowns,
And even if they all kill Jhin, you still have an Ahri, Kayn, and Aurelia going ham on your backline.
And I think the Aurelia is going to be...
They took Predator Malphite.
If the Aurelia stays alive in fights, then...
That's going to be huge.
That's going to be massive. And also... It's to ults if he needs to. He can ult in at 1 HP, one of either these 3 people, the Malphite, the Ornn, the Scion, and come out at full if he goes to red team like we anticipate.
Guys, if the Malphite uses Predator and ults, it's gonna be disgusting.
Oh wait, he has Predator! Okay.
Yeah, and I sit corrected because... While it's in the same tree, it is not Unsealed Spellbook Scion, it is Glacial Augment.
What is this? Okay. Oh my god, what are the tingly...
This is very, very interesting.
Honestly,
at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if Hillary Clinton just went AP on this Malphite.
AP? We have OP1 in the chat. It's obviously AD.
I'm going to just give up even attempting to analyze, even doing a semblance of it. Have fun, guys. I'm just gonna go rapid fire machine gun words, and that's it.
Yeah, I think.
Obi-Wan says, "Drink for every death from theatrics." Trying to get hammered. As theatrics has been known as 10 and 0 or 0 and 10.
Oh
so
no, I got a download failure on the spectator.
unable to download spectator data.
Yeah,
Yikes.
you just gotta do it again.
I did too.
Yeah, it's okay. You just gotta go find someone again. Actually, if you want to get drunk, not because this person is bad, but because of the likelihood of them dying, Guy Fieri is the guy you want to have it on because he has 3 ults he has to dodge and only 1 Kench and 1 flash. Like, everyone start sending your Make-A-Wish Foundation, go fund me to Guy Fieri because he's got 2 legs, 1 flash, and 1 Kenshi boy. I'm trying to get drunk, not dead.
I do think that the THOT League crew definitely wins the skin game, though.
I think I'll tell you this what I like about the THOT, and I'll pause. Everyone pause when you get in there, just so we're all together. I think Tingly Pingly is showing signs of all of the previous iterations of General Dill's team, as well as just having that Hillary Clinton and Elucida flair to it. And JJ Bell's along for the ride with the Dark Harvest.
The misfortune, I understand having the misfortune for the team fight presence as an AD carry, but have fun keeping up with all of them.
I mean, you better max that strut first, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I gotta tell you.
Yeah, max up.
I am in game at paused 0 seconds.
Let's skip to 30 and start from there, I think.
Okay.
If I can get to 30. I can't even get there. But do you want to just pause at 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still loading. Okay, here we go.
Alright. I'm going to pause at 30 in just a second. Every time Kench doesn't eat a teammate to save them, drink. Okay, 3, 2, pause. Alright, I'm going to get all of my stuff in order now.
Wait. The loading. Did you guys unpause?
I'm paused.
Okay. I'll let you guys know when I'm good too.
Hurry up, because I feel like something's going to happen soon.
I mean, if something happens, we'll still catch it.
I know, but we'll see it before we actually see it because we're waiting for the controls. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Are you at 30 seconds?
No, I'm stuck in this loading screen still with everyone at 100% except for Hillary Clinton at 40.
Rip.
I had to close my client and come back in because my screen froze. So I'm
no, you just press pause.
My screen isn't.
No,
frozen.
I did pause and then I couldn't unpause it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Signs of life. Signs of life. We're good. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a fun time.
Okay, well, until you get on, I'm gonna just keep this rolling.
I'm at 30.
All right, you're at 30.
All right, give me like 10 seconds.
Oh my Lanta.
Okay, give me more like 40 seconds.
I now see
Hillary Clinton at 40.
I hope we walk into a pause. That's what I only hope for.
Well, then we get to skip it because we'll be so far ahead.
We can't skip pauses.
Can't speed up through it?
Nope.
What?
It's legit a pause.
Damn. That's
yeah,
rough.
Trust me.
Okay, we good?
Raffle?
You guys start.
Okay, 3.
I'll meet you guys there.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, we're good. And we've already gotten invaded from the Tingly Pinglies. Okay. Oh boy. Oh. So wild. Flashes goes down anyway. Okay, that's a rip and a half right there.
Who could have foreseen that? I never knew that was going to happen by knowing the spoilers on the bottom of the thing. Yeah, we all knew.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, at least nothing happens for the next 2 minutes, so,
Yeah. But I want to let you know one thing, and the most important thing is look at where Theatrix is, and look at where he's going to start. That's a good Kane player right there.
He's gonna.
That's
yeah,
a gun play.
smart
Yeah.
factors as Kane. Is this not common knowledge?
I can't tell you how many times.
I mean, fair, but still.
Well, looks like... I like how their name is actually T-Crew and not THOT. I need to change that next game.
T-Crew.
Like Thoughtly Crew.
I love how the Bungapalians just used the M-Bung tag.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I love it. I mean, yeah.
Who? So Theatrix just doing a standard jungle start. Probably knows where the Malphite started. Gonna run into him over at Scuttlecrab most likely as Elucida. I'm doing play-by-play because I'm waiting for Jirachi, but it's okay.
There's not much to play with. I don't know.
I don't know. Alright, so they found him. Yay, people.
Yay.
Give us who you think's gonna win in chat. Hashtag thought win or hashtag pingly win.
TP.
I
TP
think Thought
win.
wins it. Not gonna lie.
I would love to see Thought win.
Zeraldo takes a tower shot, and General Dill's gonna chase after him, and that's all we got as Directed Camera takes us away.
Yeah, you know, I can tell you that Maximilian's kind of playing with fire because, like, it's not like he has grass.
Who's Maximilian?
Oh my lord. My crew.
Just say Max.
Just say Max. I'm not saying what's on my screen either. I'm just saying Max.
Leave it to Sean to do all the work. Alistar Moody, shut up. Greg's not there, so TP has a chance. Holy balls.
Jesus.
Hey, everyone, just to update, Greg's team did win, I believe, 2 games today at the Overwatch tournament.
Going on the chase after the Aurelio, lands the Q. Gonna get the grass proc as well. Flashes in, gets the last auto, gets the solo kill onto the Aurelia.
It almost sounded like you said Aurelion, but then went to Aurelia.
Shut
The Aurelia. We know talk about this.
You heard nothing.
Yep.
As well, General Dill going in again and still winning these trades. A huge minion wave. So
what are you doing?
Back down to like 100 HP is gonna go down again.
Not the best trades. I gotta admit.
No. 0-3 start for an Aurelia. She's not having a fun time.
I mean, and you just burned TP, so you're gonna lose this entire wave that you were trying to clear out.
Bro, that's like objectively the worst feeling as a top laner, where you TP back after a solo death and just die again. It's like, okay, I guess I just lost us the game.
And then he walks back to lane and dies again, and he's like, well, fuck my life.
Oh, yo, I reconnected.
Hey,
Nice!
Jaundice.
Okay. I'm watching
It's the
something.
good old Hashinshin. Dies, TP's to lane, dies again, walks to lane, dies again.
Yeah, Jaundice the third asking the question on everybody's mind. Why did he go into a 15-stack caster minion wave? And the answer is... Find out next time. The world.
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Alright, I am at 6 minutes flat, and that is the farthest back I can go. So
Okay. You need to pause. We are at 5:20.
I am paused at 6 exactly.
Nope, no spoilerinos.
I'll give you a countdown at 3 seconds to 6 minutes.
Okay.
In 3. No, I'm kidding.
No. What?
So looking
Unless
at...
there's play-by-play happening, and then,
Yeah.
well, we're all screwed.
So, I know sometimes people will be like, hey, but look, he's up in farm. Well, that's kind of crazy that he's up in farm, but it's definitely not the difference of 400 gold. That's how much gold he's down right now, which is the gold lead for the side of Tingly Pingly. But everywhere else, though, they have a small gold lead, as General Dill has 6.
another trade while he's level 5 and not gonna actually auto.
Yeah.
Autos once and still loses the trade. Woo!
Yeah, and that's Scion hitbox.
Theatrix coming in for a gank though, gonna land the slow onto Max. Flashes, gets rooted anyway, and gonna get swallowed. This should be a dead Scion. Gonna go down, Euromoose picking up a kill. Max gonna go into zombie form, try to get some damage, but not gonna do much of anything.
Yeah,
And there's
Micro
the
Max
successful
over
goal
here.
for Theatrix.
Micro Max.
Micro Max.
Oh!
Lucida, surprising Theatrix isn't going to land the parallel convergence, but is 6 launches back, and Ignite goes down. Lucida flashes in and ults out. Clean solo kill for the Echo, and they're up 4-1 in kills. Meanwhile, top lane, Hillary Clinton channeling the Predator, going zoom on in. Zeraldo going to try to use the ult to no avail. He should be going down. Flashes away. Ram gonna come out, gonna knock him.
Ooh!
Never mind. It's not gonna actually knock him up, but Hillary Clinton's gonna pick up the kill anyway.
Yeah.
No one told me you guys hit 6 minutes. So I am.
There was action. What did I say? If
So
there was play,
I'm gonna go to 7:40 and tell me when you're.
Go to 7. Yeah.
7:30. 7:30.
Oh wait, no! But Clumsy Chocobo's going in on Luso, lays down the Ignite, goes in for one more ult, one more Q.
7:30.
Gets the
1,
kill and
2,
lives. Yeah.
7:33.
7,
4, 5,
5,
6,
6,
7.
7,
Yeah.
8.
Really nice.
Unpause. Woo!
All right, there we
Okay,
go.
someone analyze this.
I'm here, boys.
It's Brawl.
Yes.
Analyze what just
Chocobo
happened.
gets such an impressive solo kill right there.
As someone who missed it because he had to skip it to be at 7:30, I have no idea.
Well, I'll just say it was actually a nice recognition by Clumsy Chocobo right there to know, probably communicated from Theatrix, that the ult was down. So with both the flash and the ult being down, using those ult charges very well, and the Q follow through right there at the end to just ensure that there was no wasted effort right there, as JJ Bill is going to be coming in here, going to get slowed up, but there is no W route to land. Oh, but Guy Fieri's going to just...
Opens up, misses one shot.
I think this is actually good at...
But here's Max getting caught out again. Root comes down, Charm comes down, another dead sign. Euromoose for the second time kills the Scion.
Yeah.
And is still gonna be fine.
I don't really know why Max went with the Ancient Coin instead of a Targon.
Wait, he what? Oh wait, he did go Ancient Coin. What?
Yeah, I think the Ancient Coin is to try to spam out more ability, and you get more gold that way to try to get some more fake armor, but I'm not sure. Another thing that I find really, really interesting is, obviously you'd rather have someone else, like the Jin, have the kills instead of Euromoose, which also Zeraldo is down here. Nice. But I think...
Oh, but Clumsy Choco misses the charm on Hillary Clinton, but is still laying down the damage, forces the flash out. No more ult charges though, but here comes the Lucio around the side, going on to Clumsy Chocobo, gets the electrocute and the damage off, and the TP coming in, the Ram flank, knocks up Clumsy Chocobo, will flash to safety as I say that, will go down but gets eaten. Is he gonna get out alive? He is barely gonna get out alive, kiting out. The Echo Guy Fieri will pay the price, but Clumsy Chocobo goes down as well. Theatrix on the backside of the Scion ult. But in what was that? This is a full-on 5v5 almost. But so far, Tingly Pinglies have picked up 2 free kills.
Yeah, 2 free kills. Theatrix getting some stacks. Yoruma's playing that really, really well. Jin just kind of caught out of nowhere. Unfortunately, as I was trying to mention before the fight happened, he burned a heal to try to save Euromoose, who was fine. I think if he would have had the heal, probably would have saved him. But who knows, just a movement speed would have been really nice, as they're going to pick up this Mountain Drake, most likely, as, yeah, they will.
Theatrix challenging a little, gonna think twice about it though. And yeah, there's a Mountain Dragon going over to Tingly Pinglies, and a 1k gold lead at 10 minutes.
Yeah, 1k gold lead manifesting itself solely in that top lane. Mid lane has a 500 gold lead as well, but if you're looking at jungle and ADC right now, they're even in 400 of that gold, so the support gold lead kind of making that mid lane gold lead not existent, although you'd rather have, again, that gold on your damage dealers and not your Kench.
Oh, here comes, okay, Predator coming in. Zawaldo gets the stun off. Maui doesn't want the fight though. Directed camera takes us away, so I guess nothing happens. Well, Guy Fieri's gonna open up, gonna land one ult shot, gonna force the flash from Max.
I'm kind of interested as to why Guy Fieri stopped his ult right there. Maybe he didn't know that Micro Max's ult wasn't up at that time. Because he still could have made some shots on a JJ Bell, or just waited until, you know, Max got there, could have got some tongue slashes in right there, but nevertheless, a forced flash onto this support right here.
Looking at the top line, Theatrics is thinking about a gank here. He's coming in.
Oh yeah, well, direct the camera, high, okay. Zeroldo goes in anyway, but eats a boatload of damage from General Dill. This Orin has started to get pretty tanky, sitting on a Catalyst and a Glacial Shroud, while Zeroldo only has the Phage to speak of. The ramp coming out anyway though, the counter game from Hillary Clinton, and good.
Theatrics just recalls.
Really, yeah, Theatrics is just like, nope. Absolutely not. Elucida showing up bot lane will not get the parallel convergence on anyone, but here comes the Sion.
Oh!
The Guy Fieri takes a couple tower shots, but we'll be fine with the W shield. And there's picks across the map for Tingly Pinglies. They're gonna try to get another Clumsy Chocobo in the 1v2. Goes back in on the General Dill, gets the kill.
Oh,
that's a
huge shutdown.
And one back, but still 2 for 1 overall in that series of events for Tingly Pinglies.
Here comes
the TP coming in. Zawaldo trying to find TP, gets stunned up by the parallel convergence immediately though. Will not stun the misfortune, but will try to go in. Stops the bullet time. Oh, I muted myself by accident. I'm so sorry. But Elucida picks off the Aurelia. A bit of miscommunication. Theatrics now going in. It's the one at a time strat. He is now rough. Gets the kill. Yermoose now coming in. Oh my god. They're gonna try to
with Guy Fieri.
Yeah, Guy Fieri's gonna be okay. Opening up with the curtain call though. Gonna land one shot. And it's the last one. No, Yermoose wanted it, but Elucida's gonna get out. But they do pick up a kill again onto Max.
Okay, so just to kind of digest everything that happened there is nothing that Theatrics could have done in that top lane. A really nice TP by Zawaldo right there to stop the bullet time, force the flash and heal out of JJ Bell. But interestingly enough, Kane not opting to use his ult at any time to try to secure one of those kills, was looking for that misfortune right there. Probably could have gone on to the Echo since the ult was down, but has, you know, and most importantly, gotten that red Kane now here at 14 minutes. As they are looking to pressure this bot lane tower most likely for first turret, which I think would be huge for their team going forward.
Clumsy Chocobo is still hanging around, but Hillary Clinton is now pathing his way down. I guess kind of knowing that since the Ahri has been missing mid lane for a while, but she's going to be going back, and we're going to go back to some farming.
I really think that Zawaru needs to be looking for...
Hold up.
Oh.
Hillary Clinton built Runic Echoes.
And
Mobies.
And Mobies. Okay, we're going to have an AP Malphite. Cool. Okay. But Theatrics trying for something else. But
get the point.
Yeah,
I guess something. I was gonna say Zawara. They need to stop forcing these aggressive fights in the top and just let Zawara farm and get like just back up in the game just a little bit. Yeah, get something. The ult's coming in though.
Yeah, and there's gonna be 3 top and stops Theatrics' back. Hillary Clinton trying to find the ult. Just being a speedy boy in. This is going to be a full-on 3v3. Face checks into the Echo and gets the lead. The 2-man knockup will not do anything. Just allow Theatrics to walk out. And there's another pick for TP.
Yeah, unfortunate right there. Clumsy Chocobo have been so far one of the bright spots of this early game that has been going back and forth. Only a 700 gold lead, even though it's 6 kills. But this first tower right here, as they're going to try to die.
Malfault is up.
Not gonna land, and Zawaldo eating all the CC from the tanky boys, and he will go down 0-7 on the Aurelia. He's kind of unlucky. I don't know.
Yeah, Theatrix knows his fate.
And now
He's
Theatrix
best.
is like up for
Well, he still has ultimate. He can try to outplay this as long as he doesn't ult the Echo.
I mean, he lived. He's gonna have to give up this tower, but he does get out of the sticky situation under tower.
Yeah, I think.
And all this, and Pinglies are only up 1.5k gold.
Yeah. I can tell you this, I've been quietly impressed with this bot lane from THOT crew. You know,
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
Micro Max and JJ Bell. Do you want to call them Micro Bell or JJ Max?
JJ Max!
I like that.
It's like TJ Maxx, but the LCS edition.
Yeah. There is an Infernal Drink live, and if THOT crew can get a hold of that, that's going to pay massive dividends as Clumsy Chocobo might be cut off.
Yeah, Lil on his own gonna have to burn the Spirit Rush. That is an important cooldown. We'll be gone for this dragon fight. Yurmu says, nope, not today. This is gonna grab his mind.
If you were still doing videos, that'd be like, whack, whack. Yeah.
Yeah, Malphite. Hillary couldn't give it back.
Yeah. As they realize the importance of this, okay. He has no mana, freak. How to outplay with no mana?
I've gone over this wall. Nope.
Why does Rich ruin puns all the time, Sean? I don't know, Gio. Ask with him. Mind games. You thought I was coming over? Nope.
Oh my god.
As Zawarudo in the mid lane right now as Elucida.
Okay, Elucida diving in on his own.
Right
Balance of his team starts up the dragon. The ram coming out and
Oh!
steals the infernal dragon. Will pay for it, but Zeraldo off to the side. Gonna kill Hillary Clinton.
A huge shot at Zeraldo.
But Clumsy Chocobo will be able to get out. Zeraldo off to the side in a 1v4 going to find an Elucida. Elucida is probably going to take him down, though. Is he?
Okay.
It's not going to stun him, and Zeraldo's out of there. But a huge drag steal for Theatrix. Are you kidding me? Jesus, dude.
I'm not sure, but can someone tell me, was Theatrix a level above Hillary Clinton at that point? Ooh, nice stun!
Oh, but Zeraldo going in. Oh, but the charm onto JJ Bell to ignite, and Clumsy Chocobo picks up that kill, flashes out, but Elucida. Oh, what a flash! The double kill for Elucida. Woo, we got a game, boys.
This is getting wild.
This is
There are like 2 summoner spells left on the map.
And yeah, oh my god, TP can't even do this.
Here comes Theatrix.
Oh!
Doesn't get the knockup, but we'll find Max. They do get the kill, the parallel convergence, stunning up both of them. Theatrix gonna get eaten up. The TP. Okay.
Oh, wait.
I think Zeraldo was just like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna happen. Theatrix, yeah, spun to his death.
Trying his best, but
Yeah, just doing his best, but 2 for 1 out of that ult. But in the meantime, Guy Fieri had alone time with bot lane, did get a tower, so guess, and Herald is now off the map, so pretty worth it, I guess, for THOT.
How? What is the cooldown on this ult, man?
I don't know, but Clumsy Chocobo not getting CC'd at all, and will not be able to find Elucida. They will take that tower down in the middle.
Oh!
Like, gets the Malphite ult, and yeah, he's gonna go down. But Zeraldo trying to find General Dill will not be able to with the stun. The curtain call coming in, gonna slow Hillary Clinton.
He run into Guy Fieri.
Goes on top of him. We got AD carry. Don't fly.
No!
Guy Fieri picks up the solo kill.
1v1 God Fieri, everybody, let's go!
Wait until Zeraldo got out of that alive.
How? What am I watching?
I don't know, dude.
This is great. Ah, man, this is the best.
Thank you, Directed Camera, for taking us to that duel.
Malphite just finished a feat, a Twin Shadows.
What?
It's for the pick potential. Could we just start guessing the item Malphite going to build at this rate?
What?
Start guessing the items that
Ohm Wrecker. He's gonna build an Ohm Wrecker, okay? If he doesn't build an Ohm Wrecker.
This would be a perfect comp for a DFG if it still existed.
Yeah.
R.I.P. DFG in the chat.
John Dis the Third saying, pretty sure they were beating each other with their guns instead of shooting them. I love it. This is great. I can tell you this. While it is getting to that, 25-minute mark that I was worried about coming soon, rather.
This is wild, though.
The Jin is farmed. It is about to have that rapid fire cannon with the tier 2 boots. Ari needs to get some magic pen, I believe. I hope that's not a death cap second item. Once the Black Cleaver is completed from Theatrics, which I've yet to see Theatrics ult as of right now, but that's just because I think the ult always looks like it's available until you attack the way that it works.
Holy!
Oh. Well, he didn't one-shot him, but dude, okay. I don't have words for that. General Dill. Meanwhile, bot lane. I mean, he's sending out the Randall. Lucian's here for backup. We'll buy enough time. We'll get 2 knockups. The Worlder does take him down. He is surviving, but not quite enough. And now Yermu's in the 1v1, but will not be able to duel the Echo. Lucida picks up the double kill. And in the meantime, okay, well...
Wait!
Interesting style.
That was an ult. Eats Ignite, eats some ult charges,
Oh my God.
and there's the kill for Clumsy Chocobo. Oh,
See, a big issue I have with the Tingly Pingly item choices right now is it was gonna be a free win if they just had 4 beefy tanks, but 2 of those tanks are just not tanky right now. Like the Malphite's building full AP. The Scion is still on a Nomad's Eye and has 1 tank item. Like they're just not as tanky as they want to be, or as tanky as they should be.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was talking about
Infernal
earlier.
Dragon's coming up in 30 seconds.
Now,
This is, okay, we're saying how wild this is. This is my first time doing play-by-play in about, 4 months.
I'm very impressed.
And
I'm not. I don't care.
Play-by-play, Rich, cast this bullshit.
Hey, that's your own fault. You wanted this.
I didn't. I mean...
Did you sign up?
I don't know.
Okay, there we
I
go.
don't know what I signed up for.
So, it's about 24 minutes in. The Infernal Drink is spawning in 5 minutes. No team is really set up for this, but
5
THOT
minutes?
Crew in 5 seconds.
0 minutes. Malphite is working on his Zonias.
Or another, it has to be Azonius with the stopwatch, yeah.
Stopwatch, yeah.
So,
Why?
I'll say this. This is about to get really ugly for THOT Crew. 25-minute mark is almost here. They're going to clear out this vision, but I think every ult is available for the side.
Lord.
Every ult and almost every flash is up on both teams.
There's one of them. There's 2 of them. Ram coming out, knocks up 2. The Scion knockup comes in, and the Malphite ult as well. There are the team fight ultimates used for TP. So in the THOT Crew are going to go. Zerolda onto JJ Bell, picks up that kill. Theatrics on the backline, surviving, flashes out. But no, Elucida is legendary. Now it's down to a 4v4. The charm going to miss. Micro Max is low. Clumsy Chocobo gets knocked up, but flashes out. Elucida is on the rampage, gets the double kill. Now dueling Sorrow Rudo on the side. We'll pick up that triple kill. Hillary Clinton taking down Clumsy Chocobo. This is looking all kinds of bad for THOT Crew. It's Guy Fieri on his own versus the world.
Oh!
Able to pick up that kill onto Max before going down. And there's the ace for 2 coming
for
out
3.
for the Pinglies. For 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah,
I'll say this. A couple of weird things. One, like we talked about, they used all their CC onto Yuramus, who ate Clumsy Chocobo. Chocobo was able to reposition in the fight, and they got really good. I think the curtain call was a little bit too early and positioned in an awkward way right there. But one thing I want to find out, where the heck did that grenade go from Guy Fieri? It popped up in the air, and it never came back down.
Literally.
Yeah, it was the one that helped kill Hillary Clinton, I believe. So if someone can, Hansu is not approved. Kappa.
I was about to say, like, okay, TP burned their 3 big engage ults pretty early, was only able to find the Tom Kench, but Elucida's Echo just popped off with that triple kill, just cleaning up people left and right. Oh man.
Well, I think it was the tail of 2 of the people who were trying to carry right there. Theatrics in the backline providing so much peel and distraction to where all the attention was focused on him. Had to burn the flash of Elucida right there and try to get away. But once that was done, if you don't have Elucida tagged down once JJ Bell goes down, you need to take care of him. There needs to be some an Aegis coming up for this Tom Kench, some magic resist of some sort, or like a Spirit Visage coming up for this Kayn. And once that Titanic Hydra goes down for Aurelia, who is starting to pick up from the 0 and 7 start, has picked up 3 deaths and 3 kills since then, it'll be really good. Also, that wasn't an Infernal Drake, that was a Mountain Drake that was picked up. It just always looks red for...
Okay, yeah, I noticed that after. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's for some reason it's always an Infernal in the corner when it's spawning.
Yeah,
I don't know. The next one is actually an Infernal, though, if you look at the Dragon.
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah, so why
Oh my
I
God.
think it's the teams are getting the Drakes that they want. The Baron damage is incredibly low for the side of Tingly Pingly, while everyone on the side of the Thoughtly crew wants an Infernal Drake. Even the Moose, who is 3-3 and 3.
Clumsy Chocobo did eventually finish that death cap, so he does have a lot of AP, but just no way to melt through, like, the Ornn. Baron's being started. There is a ward, and they have no pinks to put to stop. Oh, there is one pink ward.
Yeah, the TP coming in for General Lucid, going over the wall, trying to find Clumsy Chocobo, will not quite get the deletion. The Ram coming across it over 3. General Dill flashing in. Will get charmed. This is going to eat a bunch of damage from Chocobo. The Baron going super low. Theatrics is in.
Oh!
Steals the Baron. Another objective steal for this Kayn. And in goes Thoughtly crew. They're going to find the kills. They're going to find
Bell
3.
gets eaten.
They're going to find the 4th. They're going to find the JJ Bell. Max Zombie form goes down the route onto General Dill. Is gonna
Rapid
be
fire?
able to just get out alive, but stealing the Baron, getting 4 kills, Thoughtly crew back in this game 100%.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so in that fight, General Dill flashing to try to take off Clumsy Chocobo, who dodged the parallel convergence from Elucida, having to burn his ult. Also something to note, obviously communicated between Theatrics and Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri had a rapid fire cannon charge to go as they're going to push this mid lane right here and get the inhibitor off of this Baron push.
3 Baron, 4 kills, 3 towers, and an inhibitor. They just swung this from like 3k gold down. They're now 4k gold ahead.
Yeah, and then
the Baron power play. Jesus
if
Christ.
you want to clip that Baron steal, yeah, okay, first off, Theatrics is 3 levels ahead, so he knows he can do it. He's also communicating with Guy Fieri he had a rapid fire cannon shot and had vision, so he sent his force shot over to make the Baron go down quicker to be in smite range for Theatrics. That is such a crucial communication between jungler and AD carry, so you can mistime the burst after 2 ults had already been burned from the side of Tingly Pingly.
So when you said 3 level difference, I thought you had like misread something, but Hillary Clinton is actually 3 levels down at Theatrics, who has almost a 100 CS lead on him.
Oh my god. And he has the most CS in the game. I'm gonna look at the stats after and see how much of that is lane farm and how much of that is jungle farm.
It's honestly very impressive because everyone, other than Theatrics, everyone is just a little bit behind the lane opponents or just even, but then Theatrics has the 100 like CS lead. So like, what's going on with this CSing from the side of the Tingly Pingly is that they're so far behind as a team.
I think it's when you see that happen, in my opinion, what it's gonna have to be. Wait, I've never seen that happen. Did y'all see what happened to that ward?
What?
The ward that Micro Max.
Oh, wait. Elucida burns the flash from Guy Fieri. Okay, that's okay.
Two
Ignite.
summoners for
Wait.
summoners.
Yeah. Okay. He burned heal as well.
Yeah.
What happened with the ward?
So, if I'm not mistaken, at least on my screen,
Wait, did Guy Fieri just
Yeah.
switched for theatrics? Sorry.
when Micro Max hit the ward, the Coach Coma ward, when it took damage, it like jumped up and had X's over its eyes when it was very strange. Like,
yeah.
all right,
Well,
Yeah.
I guess the ward just does that when you kill it.
yeah, I never noticed that before.
Yeah. Infernal spawning, they can get this. They are in total control.
If gets the second Infernal, that would be brutal, but...
Oh.
Hillary Clinton, it's his turn to get some objective steals. We'll go down for it, and actually thought like Crew might have this fight. That's 2 for 1 so far. Lusa not quite stuck in the pit because he can just dash out of there, but Hillary Clinton says, yeah, you're stealing shit from me. Well, I can get something.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you lose 2, and then you lose a top lane tower, and you're probably going to lose this bottom lane tower as well. So the gold lead is rightly so into the hands of the THOT League crew. I think where I was going to go is how you were asking how do they like lose all of these farm leads on the side of THOT League crew, and I just think they're just grouping a whole lot and not tending to their side waves, and the likes of the T crew have been.
Yeah, well, the stun coming down on the clumsy chocobo, Flash is out, and they're gonna find Elucida before he can even ult.
Yep, and Zaruto is still in the top lane.
General Dill gets knocked up, he's gonna have to use the charge to just get out of there. Those the 3 should be tanks, but now that just leaves Aurelia alone top lane. Zaworldo is taking down this top tower. General Dill is finally going to respond, but as we go back to bot lane, the bullet time getting used, and the Unstoppable Force, they will find that pick on the Clumsy Chocobo that should stop the push for now.
Yeah, definitely a nice pick onto Elucida, chaining that CC with the root and the burst damage coming out from this RE and Guy Fieri on the Jhin right there. As Greg ints once more.
Oh, man.
We're looking at a 6,000 gold lead, but we're at 34 minutes
Wait,
right now.
Max built a black cleaver.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. I
Hold up.
don't know how I feel about that
What?
at all.
I do, and I hate it. They already have one on JJ Bell.
Yeah, it was like kind of a giant waste of money, honestly.
Yeah, you can be... What?
He needs to be tanky. They need him to be a tank right now, and this is not a good item. Like,
it'd be fine if he had a crit AD carry. Like, I wouldn't mind it, but like, he has an AD carry that builds a black cleaver.
Yeah, I think as we look across the board on other item power spikes, finally seeing a Leandries come out from the RE is very, very important, I believe. Also, Sterix and Guardian Angel for Zaruto. 0-7 who? Now 4-10 good buddy.
something to look at that I think is important is to see that the vision score on Clumsy Chocobo is 25 above Elucida right now. He's
Jesus Christ.
putting in work with these wards, and I think that's a lot of the reason they've been able to have these successful fights.
Yeah.
Especially early game when they were just kind of walking in and dying a lot, they've realized that they need to control this vision much better.
Let me point to someone in terms of vision score that you wouldn't think from the position. Guy Fieri with a 45, the 3rd highest on his team right now, and the 4th highest in the game as an 80 carry. Place those wards, good sir. 80 carries everywhere are wondering what wards are because they don't do damage, but...
He also has Green Trinket though, so like he does have more wards to put down, but still, like he's using them.
What's a green trinket?
Yep. Yellow. It's a green ward, I guess.
Oh, yellow. It is yellow trinket. Right. Okay, he has a yellow trinket. He's... He is using those wards.
This would
There
be
we
one of the
go.
times in your little like montages
Oh
where
my
like
God.
where like the black and white text comes up and it's like green trinket, nah, and then yeah. All right. So two.
The text of like caster moments.
Yeah. Yeah, Alistar Moody. What the fuck is a green trinket? 2 Guardian Angels completed for the top side right now, as they're going to start up this bear, and they're going to take a very long time to do this. But General Bill is in the bot lane. They have to know.
Know, or they just they're getting together.
Clumsy's nowhere to be found, though.
Max is just like scooting around. The TP coming right into the pit. Gonna scatter them. Theatrics going into the back. We'll try to knock up General Dill. Euromoose does get the great health off. Is going to live for just a second longer, but will go down. Off to the side. Clumsy Chocobo gets found. Theatrics will take down Hilliardman, but is in a 1v4.
He has GA. He can buy time.
Yeah, he's going to buy time. Guy Fieri and Zerworldo coming in on the side. And Lucida trying to come back in, but will go down to Zerworldo. Flashes over the wall. They're going to try to get JJ Bell one more auto. And
it's only a
Fieri
tank left.
flashes out. This fight is going to... Yeah, it is going in the way of THOT, and Zerworldo just TPing straight into mid lane.
Could this be the game?
They could end off of this if he doesn't proxy the wave. They have a cannon wave.
Yeah, they can't proxy the wave because Theatrics and Guy Fieri are here as well. These are the exact people you want to be taking.
10 seconds till... No, I do not think they can win. They need heading back and resetting for Baron.
They need to get out.
No, go for it. I think you should go for it at this moment.
Well, the Ram coming out will knock up Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri also eats the charges, and that's going to be the shutdown, and that's going to be the end of this push. Zerworldo will also get his GA pop. That's a feels bad right there.
I think you could have gone for it. No, you're a move!
What? What are they doing?
What?
No!
Theatrics goes back to is like, no. Oh my god. I can't even cast this.
Can I get a not like this in chat?
No. Exclamation mark Popo.
No.
And just like that, THOT can still throw, they do throw, and we technically should be able to pick up this Baron.
Yeah, so I think they could have ended it if they would have peeled for their 80 carry. But they're going to give this one away. The Elder Drake is up. Elucid are already prepping this top wave, which is massive.
Enormous wave. 3 cannons. This turn's gone.
Another Ram coming out from General Dill? Wait a second.
Ping's on the General Bill right there.
Wait, you missed it!
I
Is
didn't.
that a PM and LCS award?
Yeah.
Guy-
I mean...
Oh
my god. Oh, okay. Yep, that's Echo ult damage. And Baron and Elder Dragon for Tingly Pingly. I mean, they have their middle and hit down, but it's gonna be a rough time for THOT League crew. Well, Zerworldo, yeah, finds the stun. Should find JJ Bell. Yeah, there we go.
And that's
there's the
actually-
consolation prize.
That's a pretty nice pick.
Yeah. What is this clown ass fiesta?
Rich, I don't know if you remember what league you cast.
One of the Nexus turrets has about 100 HP left.
I've also been watching this tournament so far, and I'm pretty sure it hasn't been this bad.
I wouldn't say that this is this bad. It's just very interesting because how...
Team Pinglies did break the record for most kills in one game.
Okay, besides that game. Oh my god.
They are setting a standard for game quality that none can beat.
I'm gonna break the record again this game one day.
Bison
Oh,
saying...
there's a death cap on this Malphite. Dear God.
If Zerworldo dies 3 more times, or Elucida gets 6 more kills, there's some broken records.
Well, let's just tell them to pause so that we can tell them that. No, I'm kidding.
But if we told them to pause, why would we need to pause to tell them that? We could just tell them that.
I think you don't win that, Zawarudo. He has Elder Dragon Burn.
Yeah, there's Stairs Pop. And yeah, that buys our Worldo.
Yeah, but Kane is split pushing,
Wait a
and they
second.
sent Micro Max to deal with him.
With an upgraded. Oh, never mind. The upgraded Cleaver is
Ooh.
now.
All time, just the leading Guy Fieri, Clumsy Chocobo, low, and the solo man to defend this tower lands the charm on the General Dill, but this is a tanky Ornn, and it is a 3v2 in the base.
Yeah, I think this is going to be game right here. Theatrics
This
just
might be game,
doing
unless
his
Theatrics can pull off a hero play, is going to almost take down Max. But meanwhile, but yeah, it does take that down, but it is a 2v4, I lied, but Lucido goes down, there's one pick. Guy Fieri up in 30 seconds, but there's an open Nexus, and they're just focusing it after 42 minutes of back and forth and throws and massive steals. Tingly Pingly pick up game 1. Fucking finally.
Yeah, I think it was a really, really good game by both teams, though, in terms of, like,
Define good.
well, a team lost and a team won, and there were
If you
really
mean
good plays.
game as in both teams played good, I beg to differ.
So what I want to kind of go to is that when they made that play around Baron the second time, I still think if Guy Fieri would have survived, that they could have ended, and that's obviously what the comms were, but Guy Fieri was just split up right there from them, or they were split from him. One could say one or the other. But then at that moment, especially with Euromoose diving back in and not canceling the ult to where Theatrics joined back in, it was highly unfortunate right here. As we're going to look at some of these stats right here, and I think the only stat that matters is warding, right? I'm kidding.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know, dude.
Aurelia still doing more than this full AP Malphite, I guess, proves that AP Malphite's bad and AD Malphite's the only way to go. So.
It's... Oh my god. Oh wait, I needed to look up at how much of Theatrics' farm was lane farm and how much was jungle farm. Let's see. 195 minions, neutral minions killed, 109 minions killed. So, yeah, about a third of his farm is from lane. Basically, the difference. Oh yeah, the exact difference between Theatrics and Hillary Clinton CS is lane farm for Theatrics.
4 towers as AP jungle Malphite. I feel good. Do you mean duo lane AP Malphite? Because no, I'm kidding. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break as we are gonna make the MVP poll, guys. Who do y'all think was the MVP in this game and why?
I don't know, dude.
Oh come on, you can't
well,
pull.
Actually, I know it's Elucida, but.
I think either Elucida or General Dill for just having the least like weird plays in that game. Like Elucida just like there was a couple like weird engages, but he was able to ult out safely. Like no one really like it never seemed like he was like he was always just consistently playing at a high level in that game. Which is like I think something they needed because of just the team composition was like so like all out. They needed someone who could just kind of like play safe, like a little bit safer, just kind of get the kills, you know, play a slightly different tempo than the rest of the team. So I'd probably say Elucida for this one.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I'm going to agree and say Elucida is because of that play around Dragon and the fact that he was trying to solo out people, and also that epic, like, you know, one combo onto Clumsy Chocobo. He was roaming, he was doing his job. I think there were people on both sides that could have gotten it no matter who won the game. You know, Theatrics with the Flame Horizon, Clumsy Chocobo with the amazing early plays. Right, there's Zaruto coming back and only dying 5 more times while picking up 6 more kills. Euromoose with some great saves, and Guy Fieri, you know, being a beast, literally, with the 666 scoreline. You know, playing very well. But as it is, the THOT crew go down to Tingly Pingly's in game 1. We'll be right back as someone needs to create that MVP poll, please, and we will be right back.
I'm on it.